Steve with VBE. How are you today? I'm alive and kicking, man. I'm glad I made it through the weekend. Good to be here. How about you? Good, good. Is now still a good time for us to meet? Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for setting up the call and taking some time out your day for me today. I appreciate it. Um, cool. The call won't take too long. It's designed to be a Q&A to make sure all your questions get answered so that you can make an informed decision on your claim moving forward, whether it's with us or not. Okay. So, I mean, do you have questions for me off the rip, or should I just lay it all out for you and tell you what's what? Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Understandable. So, did you, no, not to pry too much, David, but did you pay them a flat retainer or do they get a percentage of your back pay? Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Understandable. A lot of times when vets incur the services of an attorney, the how they pay the attorney dictates how fast the claim moves. So if they're getting a percentage of your back pay, they're going to sit on that claim for a while. If you know, so yeah, yeah. Because I mean, think about it. If they were to help you in a year, like say the claim you started work with them in January 1st and you ended work, they got you up to 100% in a year, right? Then they're going to only going to get a half of, you know, uh, $24,000. So they're going to get $12,000 for that work. Uh, if they draw it out for 3 or 5 years, now they're getting, $50,000, right? So, mhm, right. It's an intake form. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just let me give the bare basics and see what this is about. Yeah, I get it. Totally. Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you how we work from soup to nuts, start to finish, A to Z, and then see if that's a good fit for you. And then we can talk about next steps. Okay. So we are a medical evidence company only. What I mean by that is like we build you the claim package that you need to win the claim. We build it around a Nexus letter, but that's all we do, right? So I can't submit a claim for you. I can't give you claims advice like a lawyer would be able to do. We just get you that claim package that you need to win the claim. Then what you're doing, if you're working with us, you're going outside the VA system. You're getting your own doctor's private medical opinion to help you win the claim. Right? You're getting the documentation package, the evidence package to help you win the claim. So we're just a tool in your toolbox, right? So if you wanted to continue the relationship with the attorneys and work with us and do that, you're more than welcome to. Um, okay. So there's no conflict there from my end. There may be a conflict from your end as far as pay goes, but yeah, go ahead. Well, it's not right. It's not worthless. It does show chronicity. It does show that you have the condition, that you've seen treated or been seen or treated for it, right? So you've established care. So there's a paper trail there. The key part that most veterans are missing is a nexus. So if any of that doesn't contain a nexus, it supports your claim, but it won't win it for you. Basically, is what. Yeah, yeah. So what do you so what are you paying them for? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to put salt in the wound there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, so we can help you with some of that. We do charge up front. So here's how it works. Um, I'm going to send you a link to our webpage right now. Well, I'll click send, but you know how Outlook is. You may get it in a few minutes. Uh, so I'll send you the link to our webpage. If you decide to go forward with us, you click on this link, you put the medical evidence you want us to write in your cart, and you check out. So that's when you pay. So it depends on what you want us to write for you, right? If you want to do the headaches package, you need the diagnosis service for that. That diagnosis service is 847. You saw the price there next to it in the email. So you would pay that at checkout. Then you're able to schedule a telehealth visit with one of my doctors. So everything we do is email, phone call, or online, right? It's all telehealth. So then you're scheduling a phone call with one of my doctors at a time that's convenient for you. Then once that consultation is done, he writes you that evidence package. So what you're getting there, the two things you need to win a claim are a diagnosis, which you've got already, but we're going to provide you a confirmed diagnosis. Okay. And then you need the nexus letter. So that's the piece that you're missing. So we'll write you both of those. So you'll have a very strong claim. And then the third piece, so if you were to qualify for the 50% award, we want to make sure you get the 50% award. So how we do that is we detail out your symptoms, right? And what the VBA is looking for, remember, when we're dealing with the VA, you're actually dealing with the VBA when you're filing these claims, right? The Veterans Benefits Administrator. They're not the doctors, they're the bureaucrats, right? Okay. So what they're looking for is social and economic impact of your symptoms. That's what they're looking for. So we'll detail that out, how your symptoms started in service or since service, how they've impacted you socially and economically, and we'll put that in a very the language that the VBA is looking for and that they understand to make it very clear to them that if you qualify for the 50% award. All right, so that's how you win that. So the two things you need to win the claim, and then the third thing you need to get the rating you qualify for. So then, sure, go ahead. No, you're good, man. Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. I can explain that to you. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the route that a lot of vets go. You've got to, so, because there is an order of things. So you're not off track, right? You may have been slowed down a little bit by, the attorney slowing you down, but you're not off track. So the name of the game is Nexus. So Nexus is just a connection between two things, right? That's all that word means. The VBA is looking for how is this condition connected to service? That's what they're trying to find. So there's three ways for you to establish a nexus. One is direct. That's what you've done, right? Direct connection to the Army. So these are things that you were either A, seen and treated for while you were in active duty, so they were in your STRs, like maybe the sinusitis, right? You might have gone to sick call once or twice with postnasal drip or something. So now they see that, and now you've got a current condition going on with the sinusitis. So they see those two things, that complaint history on active duty in your STRs, and they see the current diagnosis of this, so that establishes a chronic condition. So then they look at those two things and they say, aha, there's a thread there. We see it. That's a nexus. Boom, claim awarded. So tinnitus and mental health are things that are presumed, right? So tinnitus is like an MOS based thing, and then the mental health, you kind of, if you served at a time and a place that, and saw a traumatic event, that's most likely what caused the trauma, right? So then you win those on a direct connect basis. Right. Then you move to secondaries. So secondaries are things that are caused by your primaries. That's all they are. They still pay out the same. The pay or the compensation is directly attributable to the actual condition and the symptoms, right? So it doesn't matter if it's primary or secondary service connection. It just matters on a legal, logical connection point. So headaches, like for instance, I'm service connected for tinnitus secondary to headaches. I'm sorry, headache secondary to tinnitus. I just realized I said that backwards. But yeah, yeah, headache secondary to tinnitus. So that means I won my tinnitus claim first, and then I came back. I got the same package you're able to get, actually, because I had zero medical evidence. And then I got this package. I delivered that evidence to the VA. I won my headaches claim at 50% secondary to tinnitus. Okay. I know, man. It's frustrating. Yeah, you'd think they'd just go ahead and service connect that, right? Because yeah, but they don't. They won't, not until you provide that nexus. And then the third way, just to put a bow on this, the third way to get a nexus is this PACT Act stuff. So, I mean, you qualify for some of that, IAF and the time and the place that you served. So you qualify for some of that. And basically, what the PACT Act does is liberalizes nexus. That's all it does. So, like if you like the sinusitis under PACT Act, that makes sense. So if you, yeah, okay, yeah. So you've got direct connections through tinnitus and mental health, and you've got PACT Act, sinusitis through the PACT Act. So you've got two of the types of service connections. The third type is what we do. Legal document written by a medical professional that says this was caused by service in one way, shape, form, or another, right? Okay, so then once you complete the phone consultation with my doctor, he goes to work writing you that package, right? And then he delivers that package to you, that evidence packet, delivers that to you, and then you submit claims. You submit it to your claim no matter how, whatever way you submit claims. Right, I got you. Right. Right. Okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I can, kind of lay out an order of things, and I can give you tips, tricks, and tutorials on how to file your own claim. I can't tell you what you I can't tell you what you should do. I can tell you what you could do. So there's a very, very fine line there. So okay, perfect. Good, good. So we're of like mind then. So as far as the sleep apnea claim, you should know that right now, the current rating, if you have a device, this is called a CPAP machine, could be okay. Then right now the rating is 50%. When there's a VA proposed rule change that's coming online sometime later on this year, that anything that qualifies for 50% will in the future qualify for 10%. So if you were looking for an order of things to do, the getting the sleep apnea service connected, you might be better off doing that first, and getting that service connected, and then that moves you from 70 to 90. And then we're looking at, if you want to do the headaches at the same time, that could take you from 70 to 100. If you did the headaches and the sleep apnea, those are your high value claims. Those are the ones that you win at 50%. So, and I want to do the math real quick to make sure I'm talking straight here. I don't want to, I don't want to, right. Right. hmm Yeah. 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 The whole process is designed to make you quit. I mean, it's supposed to frustrate you. It's supposed to get you to quit. That's, yeah. 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 So yeah, it is so it's a frustrating process to begin with, and then sometimes when you add third parties, it gets more complicated. So that sounds like a situation that you're experiencing, and I'm sorry for that. We try to make it as simple as possible. My whole process takes like 3 to 6 weeks to get through. So if you started, like, say you started this weekend, yeah, or today, yeah, yeah, you could be filing the claim by April 15th, tax day, right? And then the VA is moving real quick right now. VA, it's a good time to file claims. Now they're breaking stuff, right? They're moving fast and breaking stuff. So some of these claims that they're deciding, they're denying falsely. So we've seen an uptick in appeals too, but we've also seen uptick in winnings. So it's a good time to be filing claims right now, especially if you've got a fully developed claim package. It makes it easy for them to decide your claim because you've given them everything they need, right? So that's what we write you is everything they need to decide the claim. Now, if you go forward with us, I'm going to screen you for headaches. So it's a screener. It's an intake form basically. You're talking to my doctor. You're filling out an intake form, but we'll also, kind of give you go, no go. Like if for some reason we couldn't write you a medical evidence package to win that claim, we'd tell you up front before you even pay. Right? I don't have any doubts with you. I mean, you've got everything, you've got all the markers for a winning headache claim. I don't have any doubts. And then for the sleep apnea claim, if you wanted to go forward with that one, we'll screen you by ask. Oh, okay, all right. So we'll screen you by asking for a copy of your sleep study. So once you provide us a copy of the sleep study and what your service connected for, then we will write you the Nexus letter. Okay. They did right. But that's what we would. So everything that your service connected for currently, because we want to see that and your sleep study, because that's what we're going to connect the sleep apnea to. But you won't service connect it. Yeah. So remember this, David. So when they order the sleep studies, chances are that's the Veterans Health Administration. They really have nothing to do with your service connected disabilities. They're just a hospital. And so people think that, hey, if I'm going to you guys, why isn't it service connected? Because you got to file with the VBA to get it service connected. And the VBA has different criteria. Yeah, yeah. They let you think of the VA as one house. It's two. Oh, good, good. Yeah. So now yeah, I mean, a little bit of understanding goes a long way. So that's what I said at the top of the call. I want to give you enough information where you feel like you can make an informed decision on your claim, whether you go forward with us or not, right? I want you to have the information. So on that note, I sent you a resource link, an email. So this is a bundle of links that I send to my vets. One of them is a YouTube video on how to file your own claim. So watch that, see if you feel comfortable getting your own claim submitted. Also, there's free resources. So a VSO. So if you still wanted to, after watching that video, you still didn't feel comfortable submitting your own claim, maybe you want to find a VSO to submit the claim for you. So what you could do is you could take our claim package that we give to you, and then you could take that to the VSO and have them submit it. So if you wanted to do that, the problem that a lot of vets come into is a lot of these VSOs are overworked. So getting on their calendar, getting on their schedule is tough. Yeah. So just keep that in mind, deciding, which route you want to go. So that's what I'm saying. See, I can give you the resources, I can kind of give you some information, but then you got to decide what to do. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's tough on a Monday morning. We got a lot of automated emails that hit our server. I don't know if you noticed all the automated emails you got, but on them, sorry about that.